I'm learning about myself something that feels exciting. I feel like I'm finally allowing a certain aspect of myself to come forward that's been suppressed for a really, really long time. When I was a little girl, I was very outgoing and attention seeking. I didn't mind attention. I enjoyed it. I thrived it. I enjoyed being looked at and paid attention to. And over time, I resisted that. I hated it. I did anything in my power to stay hidden, to stay in the background, to not draw attention to myself. So much that I feel I really buried this part of myself. And I feel like that's maybe a reason why I've been sad or depressed or felt struggle. Through astrology and through self-reflection and different modes in which that can be crafted, I have a Venus in Leo. So the way in which I desire to be loved is very Leo. I want admiration. I want to be lifted up. I want to be told that I'm valuable. I want to be told that I am desired. I want to know and feel that I'm good enough, and I want that external validation. There's other aspects of my personality as well that I feel like I'm noticing, wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, and I have a very strong sexual/sensual energy within me that's been hidden. I don't date much. I haven't had many relationships. I even don't like to wear makeup a lot or dress provocatively because I don't want to draw attention to myself. And mostly with older men, I feel like I have to exert specific energy. I have to emit certain energy to have them leave me alone, not look at me, not give me attention, unwanted attention. I've been very hyper vigilant about showing up in the world and acting in ways that will deter having that attention. And so with that, I'm sure I'm deterring a lot of people that I did want to connect to and do want to see me in that way. So that has something to do with culture as well, of course. But for me personally, starting to reignite the sensual, sexual power that I have, that I am desirable, that I am sexy, that I know how to be, and that it's okay for other people to see me in that way, and it's okay for me to not want them to, but I shouldn't be dimming my light, and I shouldn't be cutting off these parts of me that want to be expressed. That is who I am innately. And so what's been preventing this authentic expression is boundaries. Knowing that I can put myself out there and be seen and not respond to every invitation that comes my way in response to being seen is something that I need to continue to solidify and work on. But I'm excited for the skills that I've been working on and developing, and the modes of communication that allow me to feel that I can protect myself and express my needs without hurting someone or taking responsibility for how they feel about it, but communicating in a way that respects and honors what they're experiencing and wanting without complying to what they want from me. So acknowledging that it's okay that you are feeling this way and that you want to express yourself in this way. But for me, these are my boundaries, and this is what I require to feel safe and secure, and I need you to respect that. And it doesn't mean that you're wrong for feeling how you feel, but when you're approaching someone else with your desires, you have to respect how they're receiving it as well. So that's something that I'm definitely going to be working on more, but I'm excited for knowing that I can meet the needs that I have and still feel safe. That I can control that, or I can play a better role, I can show up in a different way. And with all this morning it came into my head, there was a memory I had, a flashback, and obviously certain memories stick out for whatever reason. Perhaps they're more impactful on our life. Maybe they were really important for some reason. But I have this, it's not a clear vision, it's not like complete detail, but as far as my childhood memories go, there aren't many. So the fact that this is something that I have it's come into my mind over the years multiple times, something I've never forgotten, has always been interesting to me. There was someone in elementary school that I remember his face, and I always hated him. There was always this really strong visceral reaction to his presence, to who he was, to what he stood for, to the type of person that I felt like he was. And I'm sure that's shaped how I see other people that are similar to him. There's a hatred, and there's a despair about the type of person that I feel he is. And it really probably all stems from this moment when I was in elementary school. I started getting chubby and fat, and I was still acting like this bold little girl who was so cute and sassy and attention seeking. I wish I could show. Maybe I'll be able to add photos of who I was and how I looked. And I know that doesn't matter, but how you appear to others in society does reflect how they treat you, whether we like it or not. And it shapes how we view ourselves, and how, especially at that age, we're not able to create our own distinction as far as what's acceptable, what's not acceptable, what's pretty, cute, acceptable or not. And received well by others. So anyway, I'm going through this transition period, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but this kid called me fat in elementary school and kind of like made me feel embarrassed and humiliated for whatever it was, and it was uncalled for, and it was like completely took me off guard, and it shut me down. I think it was a trauma response at that age, knowing what I know now about trauma and the body not being able to process the full experience, and it just hitting something deep in you and shifting the way that you respond thereafter. And it was like he was laughing at me, and like I was pathetic because of my appearance, because of the way that I looked, and it wasn't pleasing to him. We're in elementary school. But this archetype of a person, of a male figure, who thinks that my worth is, and my respect comes from my appearance, and the way that I deserve to be treated is related to my visual, my ability to please someone by my visual experience, or their visual experience of me. And so that has something to do with all this as well. I think I have a very hard time feeling worthy, feeling desirable, feeling attractive throughout different phases of my life, where I lost weight and I was really fit and really skinny, and I still felt like disgusting, and like I didn't want to be seen, and I wasn't good enough to be seen. And now I'm starting to, like, with self-care practices, self-love, exercises, starting to just honor my body and for what it is and what it does to me, and then knowing that it's beautiful because it is a body. It's keeping a soul alive, my beautiful, precious soul. It's protecting it. It's allowing me to move through this world. It's keeping me healthy. It's working for me. And what it looks like on the outside compared to what we've been told is right, wrong, attractive, not attractive, is not truth. What truth is all bodies are beautiful. We are all beautiful, like the flowers, like the different trees, and there's not like a magazine saying that these are the trees that are right. People are attracted to different trees. They're all desired by someone. And what matters is that that individual honors and respects themselves as they are, and that allows them to attract someone else that can honor them in that way as well. And I'm really trying to love this body for all of its flaws, for all of its imperfections, just for what it is, the shapes that it creates, the shape that I am, the changing nature, the way that I feel, the emotions that exist within me, my sexual nature, my sensual nature, are allowed, and they're deserving regardless of what I look like. I am worthy of respect and affection and care regardless of what I look like. So anyway, I'm excited to put myself out there more. I recently changed my Instagram from private to public, and that's edgy, but I think that it's going to allow me to be seen more and to realize that it's okay to be seen and I don't have to respond to people all the time. So